There are three ways to search on Vivli. There's the keyword search. You can do quick study lookup if you know your study ID already. Or you can use PICO search, which is searching by participant, intervention, comparator, and outcome. So I'll demo the PICO search today. Let's say we're interested in the effect of inhaled steroids on asthma hospitalization. To find those studies, we can type in asthma and select the term from Vivli's specialized vocabulary and assign that to a P for participant. This brings up the Vivli vocabulary tree where we can broaden or narrow our search as we wish. Let's now add in an intervention, glucocorticoids, steroids, and we're interested in inhaled steroids, so let's go there and assign that to I for intervention, and then go ahead and complete our PICO query by adding in our outcome, hospitalization. And we can assign that to an O. And that brings us to 4 studies, and we can see information about these 4 studies here. We can also filter the search further by study design, sample size, location, and other study design features. If we click on View Study Details, we will see more study details, including a brief summary of this study. We can also look for administrative details, including the organization which will be providing the data set if the request is approved. So let's go back and make some requests for studies. We can do that by clicking the Request Study button, add a new request. Let's call this one asthma. And we'll see in our dashboard up here, there'll be a quick notification we've made a new request and that the study has been added to that request. Let's go ahead and add one more study to there. Now, if we go to my data request dashboard, I will see the request that I just made in draft. And clicking on that will allow me to describe more of my research team, my research proposal, statistical analysis plan, and other information. And when I'm done, I can submit just this one request form for all the studies that I'm interested in. Going back to my data request dashboard, I can see requests that I have made that are in progress. Here's one on type 1 diabetes that is in the middle of a data request review. And you will see that there are 3 of the studies are approved and 4 of them are pending. Now, as Rebecca said, one of the greatest benefits of Vivli is we can pull data in from multiple sources and multiple platforms. Let's see that in action for an approved and fulfilled request, this one on Alzheimer's. And here we see for this request, we have 3 studies that have been provided by GSK and 2 from Critical Path Institute. To access the data, we go to our research environment, and the data is going to be accessed in the secure Microsoft Azure cloud. To do this, I establish a secure connection to this environment, the secure environment that's up in the cloud, paste in the password that I had just been given, and log myself into the Vivli research environment, which is right here. Now, this environment is custom to this data request. Every data request has its own virtual environment, and you can see here that you can access the major statistical analysis tools, common ones such as SAS and Stata, RStudio, we have Microsoft Office, and Jupyter Notebook as well. And you see here then the source data. The 5 studies that we have requested are now available in one common analytic environment. And for each of the trials that we have access to, we will have at least the participant level data, the full protocol, the statistical analysis plan, and the data dictionary. Now, the secure environment is very secure. It is designed so that you cannot copy, download, or, as I'm going to try and do, drag my data off onto the desktop. It's just not going to let me do that. There is a provision to bring your derivative results off of the platform that needs Vivli review to make sure that participant level data isn't inadvertently removed from the environment. So that's a quick overview of how to search, request, and analyze data on Vivli. Thank you.